as you can tell from the topic of this video, this is part one for the 10 countries that we saw in 60 days. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was too much. Probably not something I'm doing again for a very long time. I think we're going to take it a bit slower in the future, to be completely honest.
Sure.
But how we tried to do this is we didn't want these videos to be too long. And so we kind of labeled things most unexpected, most affordable, most expensive, and then places we just didn't spend enough time in to give like a great review on. So to hop in first, right off the bat, I'm going to jump into the most unexpected. And without a doubt, it was Macedonia. Definitely, if we didn't have some friends that were from there, we spent a solid week there. And to be completely clear, we were on Lake Ohrid in Macedonia. I don't know what I was expecting, but the food was great. The lake was great. Majority of people in the hospitality spoke English. The prices were so cheap. I'm talking going out, eating, 3 appetizers, a plate for everyone, plus dessert for like $45 for a family of 6.
A lot of food.
Yeah,
Tons of food.
our Airbnbs were, one was like as cheap as like $40 a night. The other one was maybe $80 a night, but it was like lakefront view, like
Yeah.
overlooking the sunset. Like, money goes really far there. I didn't think it was going to be as calm and as chill as maybe we expected. The amount of activities to do, we took a boat trip. We saw some monasteries.
Kids even did a swimming lesson.
We did swim
just
lessons,
like just like really random activities and things we
100%.
did, but it was great.
Food was delicious. Again, I have to say that again. The shopska salad she loved. The meat pie, I can't remember what they're called. Delicious. Again, we have a much more detailed video in our YouTube channel about Macedonia. We might have even done 2 because like it was really unexpected. But we flew into Albania, the capital, in Tirana, drove across the border to Lake Ohrid. It was about a 2-hour drive. Maybe an hour and a half if we had a better car, to be completely honest with you. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But again, most unexpected. I would not have put North Macedonia on my list to travel to be completely honest with you. If we didn't have friends from there.
Yeah.
Lake Ohrid was incredibly unexpected.
And we would definitely go back. Like we had
100%.
such a great time, we would easily go back. So
Yep.
it was a great trip.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of the best way you want to sum it up is I don't think most people watching this would consider Lake Ohrid in Macedonia either. And you might want to.
Yeah.
We stayed for a week and we were very happy with it. So yeah, I'll let Aubrey move on to the next 2 subjects. But yeah, really caught us off guard.
Yeah.
So.
And for me, I'm going to talk about our first one was the most affordable.
Yep.
And obviously there are some that were very affordable. We would have to
as
say,
we just mentioned, Macedonia. Yeah.
but we would have to say Morocco, and specifically Marrakech. We went with 7, so his mother came along as well, and we stayed at an all-inclusive, which was amazing, by the way, and the food was great. Everything about it. It was a great time, great experience. And then we went to the markets, and we hired like a tour guide to come and pick us up.
Guide. Yep.
A private guide, and I would say the entire trip, we were 3 days, 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days.
Yep.
So we were there 3 nights, 4 days, and we had spent under $1,000 US dollars
For sure.
for our entire family. That is 7, and we had 2 rooms.
We did have 2 rooms. That's a big part we want to point out.
Yeah.
At like a 4-star all-inclusive.
Yeah.
So not the nicest of the nice, but pretty darn nice.
It was
nice. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience, a great time. Obviously, if you have less people, then you only need 1 room.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say that was our most affordable, with the food even being so great. Because I do feel if you're going on the cheaper end, especially in the United States, you're not going to get amazing food as well. Or maybe you do randomly, but I would say the quality of the food and just the people were so kind, and I think everything was really nice and clean.
Not only that, like our flights, I think were like $30 round trip from Valencia directly into Marrakech with Ryanair. Like, so we spent $200 only on flights for all of us. Like, that's crazy.
Which I don't even know if you can do that for like what, city to city in the U.S. for one.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can get a good deal, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
Morocco was awesome, very affordable.
Yeah. And we will go again for sure.
Again, we have another video on top of that if you want to see that more in depth.
Yeah.
We probably loved it so much we're going to go back at some point. Maybe not just to Marrakech, but to more of Morocco to see.
Yeah.
But definitely an affordable trip. That was awesome.
And then to kind of turn things over, the most expensive trip that we went on is Iceland. I think obviously the second one would be like going to the U.S. is very
U.S. was probably
expensive for
second,
us,
but we spent more time in the U.S.
Yeah. So we spent, how many days? We spent a week
Exactly a
in
week.
Iceland. And so I don't think the flights itself were that crazy. It
We
was
actually got pretty
purely
good
the
tickets on that.
experiences. So I would say the experiences for the tours, because we would do a lot of all day. We did three? No. No, we did 3 all-day tours.
3 all-day tours.
And they would range anywhere between 80, was it euros or dollars?
Euros.
I don't know what I paid, but euros a person to anywhere to 150, depending on what, like which tour you did. So obviously that was extremely expensive. The food was expensive. The food was very good, but the food,
Tasty, expensive.
The food was expensive. So what we did do is 1 meal a day, whether it was lunch or dinner. We went to the grocery store, which the grocery stores were actually affordable, and I thought
it was comparable to like, or even a little bit cheaper than Portland, Oregon prices. The only reason I'm saying that, my brother lives in Oregon. We were there like recently.
Yeah.
And so to me, it was similar to West Coast prices. It was a little pricier than like Ohio, where we visited. And in the grocery stores, to be clear.
Yeah.
But it wasn't more expensive than like California grocery stores or anything like that. I thought it was pretty comparable.
Yeah. So we definitely cooked in, and we made meals at home. And then we also brought, actually from Spain, we brought a bunch of granola bars because we were going on the like all these all day tours. So we bought a bunch here, knowing that they'd be so much more expensive in Iceland. But we took a book bag full of just granola bars.
I thought you were actually going to mention the peanut butter we brought.
Oh, we did bring peanut butter.
We brought the Jiffy peanut butter from Costco because we can't find good peanut butter in Spain.
We did bring peanut butter.
Made a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Those were really good too.
Because we made those for the tours as well, because we didn't know like when we'd be stopping for food for the kids, or maybe we are hiking and the kids are hungry. So we did make peanut butter and jellies every morning for the kids. And then I would say, just kind of on top of that, something that, like, we've already talked about this in our Iceland video, but we did a food tour, and that food tour alone was not expensive. That was extremely worth it.
You couldn't have got the same
food that you get. I would definitely recommend. That was like one of our probably top things that we did, was that food tour in town, in the city.
So good.
Right. So
so good.
I would definitely, if you could, I think it was just like Reykjavik food tour.
Yep.
And like on one of the apps. So I would recommend doing that. It's very well worth it, worth the money. And
I got to eat a fermented shark. It was disgusting.
The food was delicious, and you got so much food. You were very, very full. So
we got to go to the hot dog stand. Was it Bill Clinton went to?
I think so.
I think Bill Clinton. Yeah. So it was a good time. Yeah.
So
100% though, Iceland was by far our most expensive trip. And don't get me wrong, we also did go out of our way to make it a little bit pricier, in the sense that this was one of her top 2 trips like she's wanted for her lifetime.
Yeah.
So we did do ice cave tours. We did do certain things like that, right?
Yeah.
And so just to be clear, like, we 100% did do more expensive things. We could have probably, we actually saw a lot of people bringing their own like canned goods and rations, and they were like going on the airplane. It was actually kind of wild watching bring it all. Then they rented a van and were going for like 2 weeks all around Iceland in just like camper van they rented, but they had brought all their favorite foods from Spain and stuff. It was kind of wild to see.
A
lot of fishermen too. So again, just a top trip we wanted to do. So. But definitely our most expensive. From the grocery stores to the actual eating out food, about $20 a plate guaranteed, on like the normal side. So loved Iceland though. Beautiful country. So for the last one, and this is going to wrap it up pretty quickly, we did have the least time spent. And so this is something where we spent maybe half a day to a day there. And we just didn't feel like we had enough time spent to really judge it. So one was northern Spain. Now we have spent time in northern Spain. We're going to do some videos on Oviedo and Bilbao and Gijón. Absolutely loved it. It looks so much different than other parts of Spain. Like it's actually shocking. It feels like a different
It
country.
does feel like a different country for sure.
We just didn't spend enough time in this one part of northern Spain that we kind of hit this in this video that we're talking about.
Yeah.
The next one was actually southern France. Again, we did a beautiful hike there. We'll put some pictures and videos up here as we're kind of talking about it. Just breathtaking.
Yeah.
But again, not enough time to really talk about southern France maybe the way we want to. And then last but not least was Munich. So we did fly into Munich to actually go to Innsbruck, which is going to be in our part 2 video. But Munich, again, we drove through it. We had a pit stop there. I just don't feel it's fair for us to...
We didn't get to spend time in the city.
Yeah, we just couldn't talk enough about it that, like, I don't think it'd be fair to, like, really talk about it. So, or I guess to rate it, I should say. We'll just talk about it. But overall, we had, I think each of those 3 things we just mentioned was actually very beautiful. Very breathtaking, very different than what we were expecting in all 3 of those places. Even Munich looked different than what we thought it was going to look like.
For sure.
But not enough time to really rate it. So that kind of wraps up our part 1. Again, we wanted to talk about our most unexpected, 100% Lake Ohrid in Macedonia in particular. We're not talking about the capital city or anything like that. We didn't get to see that. But Lake Ohrid in Macedonia. For the cheapest, it was Marrakech, Morocco, as Aubrey kind of talked about. Most expensive definitely was Iceland, and it wasn't really close. No. And especially taking 6 people. And then last but not least was just kind of the ones we didn't quite see enough to, I think, rate fairly. And that would be northern Spain, particularly right below Andorra, kind of above Zaragoza is where we kind of spent our time. Southern France, where we did a beautiful hike. Again, not enough time to rate. And then Munich. Again, we flew in there, we left from there, but just not enough time in the city and everything to kind of give it a fair go. So I hope this was helpful. We do have a part 2 coming up. Again, if any of the places we mentioned here you're interested in, we do have individual videos on top of each of these that go much more in depth, things to do, things we liked, things we didn't like, etc. So yeah, look, I hope you guys kind of stick around for our part 2, and we'll see you in our next video.
Adios.
Adios.